Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Hell is here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Standing truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Catch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justice heart and no support, together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, cool cats and kittens, my beautiful pearls. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. I'm up late. I'm tired, but we're doing it. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. Your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is April 17th, 2025. It is currently 12:50 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lisa and Tammy, 7 months. Lisa, 10 months. Thank you so much, my dears. Appreciate your hard work and dedication. Justin, you always keep it classy. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate that. Enjoy life. You was just at my members only. Buckle up and are ready to roll. Thank you for all you do, Justin. Justice for Sebastian and Seth. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate that. C-Star, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you, my dear. You received that. Make sure you thank our beautiful C-Star. And thank you, Jenny. Thank you for all you do, Justin. You're such a light in the dark. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you, Jenny. And I really do appreciate your support as well, my dear. If I get any more of those, we'll talk about it. I'll thank you guys just here in a little bit. I promise you. And really do appreciate your support. So I got a source that sent me some very, very interesting information just a little bit ago. What we are talking about today, we consider it anything that I say is my opinion and my opinion alone. It doesn't reflect on the chat. Chat doesn't reflect on me. Consider this entertainment purposes and all of that. So I got a recording that I'm going to share with you. And it is a recording with Edgar, KK, and Seth's old PI. And to me, in my opinion at least, it's very revealing, if you will. I did tag the Deception Detective in this. Deception Detective, if you want to do a video on this, you're absolutely welcome to. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So you're welcome to use it. I can send you the audio if you need to hear it better. It's up to you. No pressure either way. But I know you've been covering this, and I would just like to hear your opinion. And so moving forward, everyone is innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law by a jury or a judge. There is no suspects publicly by law enforcement in the Sebastian Rogers case. Now, I have an email directly from Sebastian's the person who is on the Sebastian Rogers case, the detective, and which they told me that this is a criminal investigation. I stand by that 1000%. I stand by everything that I put out. If I ever make a mistake, I have no problem admitting it. But this is not my words. This is their words. You can be the judge on how you take this. I'll give you my opinion, as I always do. But again, it's just my opinion. Just the same as there's over 7 billion people on the planet who has an opinion. All the time, right? So, without further ado, we're going to get started listening to this. I will pause it for commentary, just because you'll want me to, trust me. But if you guys would be so kind and hit that thumbs up, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. How many thumbs up do we got? I know it's really late, and so a lot of people will see this tomorrow. Isn't that what we're supposed to think? Entertainment purposes only. Well, I've got the fair use disclaimer up. I don't really need it for this, but so you just don't see the recording there. But anyway, moving along. And we're going to have to go back and look at some things. Oh, are we ever? All right. Again, this call was a long time ago. And it was sent by a source that will remain anonymous. You guys know I keep my sources close for a reason, because people will not speak to you if you don't keep your sources close, right? And I value people coming to me and telling me information, or their opinion even. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Again, this call was a long time ago. This is between Edgar, KK, and I believe it was Seth's detective or PI at the time. So let's get it started. It's about 14 minutes long, by the way. Now, I would tell you, if you do have earbuds, there's no sound? Really? Oh, shit. I don't got the thing pulled up. My God. Sorry, guys. I apologize. So sorry. Sorry about that. I will tell you that if you do have earbuds, it is better to hear earbuds with earbuds, because of there's two people on one phone, and it obviously is a recording. And so when it is a recording, it's not as loud normally. I mean, you can hear them good, but there's certain parts where you can hear with earbuds better. I'm just saying. So here we go.
About to be right.
I'm not asking you to tell me what's right. I'm asking you to tell me what you actually know.
About
your
the
client
situation.
should have set you down and should have told you from start to finish where he's at and what he knows, right?
Where he's at and what he knows.
No. He should have set you down and told you every single thing from day one to where we are at now.
Well, I mean, I've gotten most of my
you take the pictures?
information
Hold on.
from, I know that I know about y'all going to BJ's. I know about y'all going to Strike and Spare, and I know y'all picked up Melissa's daughter.
And say, well, hold on. See, this is where your information is wrong.
Okay.
I did not
Okay.
pick up Melissa's daughter.
First, let me correct.
I
your
thought
statement.
that was on an interview. Didn't y'all say?
No, hold on. Let's change.
Ma'am.
I need you to change your words.
Well, I'm
Okay, right there. She says she did not go pick up her niece, I guess, right? So we need to go back to a recording on that. Lisa, thank you so much. Sebastian Strong, Justin, thank you for staying up late with us. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Josie. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, Sharon, and thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much, my dear. All right.
I mean,
Okay,
that's why we're
y'all-
talking, so we can clear things, like figure
Right.
things out.
Once again, y'all.
You haven't heard
didn't do
nothing yet,
shit.
Elisa.
Chris was in Memphis.
Oh, Chris was in Memphis, right? Okay, so
So
sorry.
don't say y'all. Thank you.
Okay, my bad.
So
So
Katie and Sebastian went to BJ's.
right,
Prior to going to BJ's,
After picking up our niece,
I said prior to going to BJ's,
which was not Melissa's
they
daughter.
went and picked up a niece. That name is not going to be disclosed.
They went and picked up a niece. They. Her and Sebastian? What is he talking?
It is no
Has been through
business, and I promise you, you don't want to go to that house.
that child is going through.
All you need to know is that two sisters, Katie, Sebastian, and children, went to BJ's.
Let's hear that again.
BJ's.
All you need to know is that two sisters, Katie, Sebastian, and children, went to BJ's. That is on a video footage.
Yeah.
They have seen that.
Two sisters, KK, Sebastian, and children.
Law
Yeah.
enforcement can confirm that.
right.
She needs
But-
to be picked up.
Names.
Now, I want you guys to just know how they are talking much more easy in this part of the interview. Please take note of that. Please take note of that. Because, in my opinion, it will change.
Don't need to be extracted. Don't need to be out.
Yeah, I mean, minors' names don't need to be thrown out
Because, in my opinion, there's nothing to really, Sebastian's fine here at this time. We know that.
anyway.
Exactly.
No,
My
I'm
sister doesn't need any more harassment either.
yeah,
So,
I haven't
they-
said anything about Melissa
Think
at all.
crazy.
I haven't even mentioned
but
her.
I'm saying
Well, Melissa,
his other sister.
once again, my two sisters, Melissa and Cassie, were there. That's on video footage.
Yeah.
That has all been vetted. That has been proven. Proof of life, all that bullshit. Everything
Right,
that's taken
yeah.
from word beginning.
Yep. Yeah. Proof of life is bullshit to him. Proof of life. All that bullshit. Cool. All right. Wow. Proof of life. All of that bullshit. I never thought a child, a proof of life would ever be bullshit for anybody. But this is Sebastian's life. This breaks my heart, y'all. A life is not bullshit.
It's been told.
It's
Yeah.
not there at all.
Now, they go to BJ's. They leave BJ's.
Sebastian and I leave BJ's.
Again, why is Edgar telling the story? KK is a grown woman. She is a grown woman. She does not need anyone to tell her story. She had to tell it to you, Edgar, right? Because You weren't there, right? You were 3.5 hours away, right?
Your sisters went their own way. I don't know what they did today. Said they left BJ's. I did not insinuate a name. I didn't say
What did they say there?
Your sisters went their own way. I don't know what they did today. Said they left BJ's. I did not insinuate a name. I didn't say who. It was just me and Bubba that left together. So you and Sebastian leave BJ's.
Okay, so can because I don't have actual times. Can I get a timeline on that?
I don't remember the exact. I'll give you an on or about time. I can't give you an exact time.
So
I used my Live 360 to give exact.
How can you give an on or about time, Edgar? You weren't there. You weren't there. I'll give you on or about time. Why are you answering for her?
Exact timestamps to the law enforcement. It was before noon.
Gotcha.
I don't remember the exact. I'll give you an on or about time. I can't give you an exact time.
So
I used my Live 360 to give exact timestamps to the law enforcement. It was before noon.
gotcha.
Two big things there. One, she says they have Life 360. Number one. Number two, it was before noon that they were at BJ's on Sunday. Before noon. It was early. Before noon? I never thought it was before noon. Mohawk, I'm glad you're here. Well, Dara stated that KP, Sebastian, and Anise stopped at her house after BJ's. Well, listen, it's going to talk more about that in just a second. Mohawk. Yeah, Rita, I figured that was coming.
Okay. Before noon at BJ's.
Yes.
Okay.
Law enforcement has the literal, like, to the second. We have been told we are not to give out exact times. And that came directly from law enforcement. We're not breaking that. But
Edgar. Edgar. Listen. You, remember, were not there. You weren't there. And if this has nothing to do with Sebastian's disappearance, nothing, why can't you say an exact time? And furthermore, you can ask Mr. Carter, because, I mean, I can forward you the email. You can come up here right now if you want. If you're watching, you're welcome to come up. Or call in. Detective Carter said they cannot tell you to say or not say anything. You know that. When you are read your Miranda as well. They cannot promise you anything. They cannot guarantee you anything when you're being interviewed. Nothing. At all. During any interview. Law enforcement is not there to advise. Ever. And if anyone believes that, why? First, I mean, just why? So that doesn't make sense why law enforcement would say, Oh, don't say whenever you was, at BJ's or any other place hours before Sebastian went missing. That should have nothing to do with the case, right? He walked out of his door, according to you and the mom. I can't, Cassie, no. Oh, you mean after? I might be able to afterwards, but I can't. Oh, KK's, she's welcome to come on the panel too. Love for KK to come up. I want to understand. That's all any of us want, is to understand a little bit more.
Like I
Okay.
said, they literally used my 360 and like
They got the
knew
timestamps.
That route I took.
Yes.
They knew how fast I went.
Yep.
They knew if I did any stops, which I didn't. They know, like they literally know every detail because we have upgraded 360. So they literally, and I have a thing in my car with a camera.
Yeah, the dash cam.
It's not a dash cam.
Oh,
See, that's
okay.
where everybody's wrong.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell people what it is.
All right. That's the dash cam. We always thought it was a dash cam. Edgar says it's not a dash cam, and he's not going to tell people what it is, but it video records and audio records. She just said a camera. Yeah. Notice how her voice is different here. Well, I mean, it's got to be something that, it's got to be something.
But all they need to know
Listen, I'll rewind that a little bit.
They know, like they literally know every detail because we have upgraded 360. So they literally, and I have a thing in my car with a camera.
Yeah, the dash cam.
I have a thing in my car with the camera. Well, it's either a dash camera, in my opinion, a GoPro camera, or a built-in camera, in my opinion. We know that car does not have dash cam, so they added it after. I don't know.
it's not a dash cam. See,
Oh,
that's
okay.
where everybody's wrong.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell people what it is. But all they need to know is in this vehicle, there was something that recorded a video and audio.
But law enforcement had multiple sources to confirm every move I made that day,
Okay.
up to and including voice and video.
Including voice and video. She stopped herself after camera, yeah. Voice and video. Oh, guys, just wait. Just wait.
Okay.
We went home after BJ's for a little while.
Now, this is very important part right here. We went home after BJ's ... for a little while. Now remember, they were at BJ's before noon. Before noon. Now listen.
Including voice and video.
I rewind it a little bit.
Okay.
We went home after BJ's for a little while.
And unloaded the groceries.
Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot, but yeah.
She said unloaded the groceries, and she said, well, yeah, we didn't get a whole lot though. Because remember, she said we came home and unloaded the groceries. But she said we didn't get a whole lot, though. I heard they got socks and a couple groceries. Socks, allegedly socks and a couple groceries. So, does she have a receipt for that? They were at BJ's. Remember, Justin, she also went and visited a neighbor. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, Brianna, for sure. Yes, the PI is typing here.
Then after they were at the house, they wound up eventually leaving there, and they go to strike and spare.
Isn't that interesting? And after Edgar butts in here, after they're at the house a little while, they go to strike and spare. How does he know? How does he know? He doesn't need to say this. If she told him the story to begin with, she doesn't need help. A lot, Kelsey. A lot. A lot, Loli.
Because we were gonna go bowling. Because the plan was to go bowling, but because there was a bowling tournament going on,
Yeah.
they didn't get to bowl. They had to play video games. There was too long of a wait list, and it was a school night, so I promised to take him bowling another day, and instead we played video games. But the school night, it was Sunday night, weekend night going into the school. We don't. No, it is not.
Now listen. She said that it was a school night because Sunday night is technically a school night. And the strike and spare was having their bowling leagues or whatever. And so they went to, I guess, the arcade there instead. Now, Edgar is going to be a douche nozzle here.
Not is considered a weekend. Don't.
I'm going to rewind it just a little bit.
Going on.
Yeah.
They didn't get to bowl. They had to play video games. There was too long of a wait list, and it was a school night, so I promised to take him bowling another day, and instead we played video games. But the school night, it was Sunday night, weekend night going into the school. We don't. No, it is not. It's considered a weekend. Don't take away. He had to go to bed to get up for school the next day. Okay, that's still on school night.
Edgar says, don't add, don't take away. KK said, well, he's got to get up for school the next day. Well, that's still not a school night. She's right. You got to go to school the next day. Sunday night is a school night. You got to get ready. That's what all of us parents do. You get your kids ready Sunday night. You get their lunch ready. You get their clothes laid out. Make sure they're all showered, teeth brushed, go to bed.
Semantics is a large play in this deal. It means a night.
You hear that? She said, you're playing with semantics. And he said, semantics are a large play here. Boy, isn't that the truth. I don't know how anybody can, Kelly. I don't know how anybody stays married to him. No, I'm not. Be in Florida. I'm not. No, still not. This is why they went back to strike and spare the next day. The cops were told he didn't get to go bowling.
You have to go to bed to get up for school. And understand something? You can say that. If she puts some shit out there like that, everybody's going to think, oh, well, it was a school night. So was it Sunday? Sunday night. But I'm telling you how these dumbasses think.
Well, us dumbasses know that Sunday night is you're getting ready for the school night for the next day. Just like Monday night, you're getting ready for Tuesday night school for the next day. You're off all day Sunday. But still a school night.
I'm explaining to you. It's all it fucking takes.
All right.
All it effing takes.
So after BJ's went home to unload.
All it fucking takes.
All right. So after BJ's went home to unload groceries, then went to Strike and Spare. We played in the arcade for a while
All that's
because
been vetted by video.
yeah.
They watched our every move the whole time we were there. Nobody spoke to Sebastian as far as any adult. They can't see anywhere in the videos that they were followed. So if that is something
He certainly wasn't followed.
that you're going to speculate on, that has been eliminated.
Yeah, I did talk to them about that, and they said that the cameras were shit. That they weren't really able.
I mean, I've seen pictures of them at the Strike and Spare, and I've not seen video. But I have seen pictures, and the pictures weren't that terrible. So you can definitely tell it's KK. You can definitely tell it's Sebastian. And you can see KK smiling, and you can see Sebastian standing beside of her, looking not very what's the word I'm looking for? Bored?
To see a whole lot of anything at the Strike and Spare.
Okay. Strike and Spare's kind of getting up there in age. But they went all the way back to BJ's, all at Fun Jazz. But we went straight from Strike and Spare to Texas Roadhouse.
Now listen to that. She's talking, and it sounds like she's like, and then we went to, and then he's like, Texas Roadhouse. Let her speak. She is the mother. She's a grown woman. She is a mom. Why can't she speak? That's exactly right. Listen to that again.
That they weren't really able to see a whole lot of anything at the Strike and Spare.
Okay. Strike and Spare's kind of getting up there.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
They went all the way back to BJ's, all at Fun Jazz. But we went straight from Strike and Spare to Texas Roadhouse. And they confirmed again the video there. They even showed Seth a clip of it after his little "I haven't seen proof of life" comment, even though he had.
Yeah.
Now listen to this. They're getting ready to hound on Seth. Now let me tell you something. You're a parent and your child is missing. You are not going to be able to get enough proof of life. Hello?
And they confirmed again the video there. They even showed Seth a clip of it after his little "I haven't seen proof of life" comment, even though he had.
Yeah.
Which did he tell you about that?
Just remember, guys, just remember what they told me from the school. Just remember, and I believe them with every fiber of my being. Edgar, KK were constantly criticizing, being horrible to Seth. That it was embarrassing for the staff members there. We need to go back and look at that. So if he went missing from Seth, they would want to know the last video of him. They would want to know every last video, audio, anything. They wanted Seth to follow the script too. With Seth didn't. Hold on, where was that? When Seth didn't, that's when the backlash started. Well, but I think, this was even before Sebastian was missing. Oh, guys, it gets a lot worse. A lot.
About what?
That his little comment, he hadn't seen proof of life since Friday or
Insinuating
or Thursday or Friday when I last saw or heard from my son.
Yeah, I'd heard about that comment. I mean, he hasn't said it to me, but I had heard about the comment.
But see, this is where, like, truth be told, this is where everything needs to come out.
he already knew that there was proof of life.
He knew there was proof of life prior to that. He started some shit. It caused a fucking stir. It caused a meeting. They showed him a video, Texas Roadhouse. They showed when they walked out of Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
He has seen a video of Sebastian at the fucking house Sunday night taking the fucking trash out.
Right.
From
Taking the trash out. Now remember, Seth said you couldn't tell exactly that it was Sebastian. Right? Now, listen to this.
from inside my car.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It caused a fucking stir. It caused a meeting. They showed him a video, Texas Roadhouse. They showed when they walked out of Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
He has seen a video of Sebastian at the fucking house Sunday night taking the fucking trash out.
Right.
From inside my car.
Yeah. So okay, so you guys got.
Do you see the frustration where we have with your client?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't see your frustration. I see a dad who was at work and his son goes missing and he wants to know every single place and every single thing, which any parent worth their salt would want to know. So let's get that.
I do. But it's nice to have like a conversation with you instead of having to get everything.
Yeah, and that's another calls the meeting. God forbid Seth calls the meeting to ask about proof of life for his missing 15-year-old autistic son with a chromosome deletion. I mean, come on.
Everywhere else. Definitely.
And we went home straight from Texas Roadhouse. And we were home for approximately 15 minutes before he took the trash out. And he is on video, and the FBI was able to clear it up and confirm that it's him.
Oh, that's information. That's good information. 15 minutes after they arrived at the house, Sebastian allegedly takes out the trash, according to KK. Then she says FBI has been able to clear that up to make sure that, that's Sebastian. Well, then, if that's true, then why didn't they show Seth? Why didn't they show Seth that? Seth wouldn't have had a doubt then. Right? Number 2, if that's the truth, like you're saying, well, then why the hell is he not seen walking, running, skipping, hopscotching out the front door? Malley Cat, buckle up. Because nothing is seen coming out the front door. So there's that.
Even though you can tell it's him from a mile away because of how he runs, it's just, you can tell from his mannerisms. The second you look at it, it's him running, but still.
Oh, and if that's the case of him running to take the trash out, shouldn't you be able to tell that stupid video that you think down the road that law enforcement quickly said within a few hours that it was nothing? But you're not concerned about the people running in your backyard and running toward your house with a car. So why?
Okay. So he took the trash about 15 minutes. And that was about what time was that?
Don't know exactly off the top of our head.
Well, I know you told him to go to bed at about 9, right? And how much time was between the trash and going to bed?
A couple hours.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to go
And
back.
then
I
you
had to
guys
step
were on the
out for a
phone.
second. One second.
Well, I know you told him to go to bed at about 9, right?
Listen.
And how much time was between the trash and going to bed?
A couple hours.
Now, again, exactly, Pale Rider. Notice how their language changes here. Notice how it changes here. They're not as quick to answer. You can tell they have to think harder. It's more rigid. Doesn't feel right. Couple hours. How do you know, Edgar? Why are you answering? Listen to that again.
Well, I know you told him to go to bed at about 9, right? And how much time was between the trash and going to bed?
A couple hours.
I bet you. Edgar, for the most part, has not let KK talk by herself. because they're married, right? Husband can be there. He wants to be right there. She can't answer the questions about the night her son was at her home and it was just the two of them.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay. And then you guys were on the phone from about, what, 9 to 12?
Listen.
Ballpark. Sure.
Was that FaceTime or just a phone conversation?
Listen to this.
It doesn't matter. We were on the phone.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We were on the phone. Doesn't matter. We were on the phone. You can't answer. You can't answer whether you were on Facebook, cell phones, landlines, a carrier pigeon, what the hell ever. You can't answer that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, why not answer it? If it has no relevance in the case, then why not answer it? Those are the reasons people look sideways. The vast majority of the greater population outside of YouTube look and think, you can't answer how you spoke? And then the next day, you did a 3-way call to a non-911 number? Can't say you spoke Facebook. Can't say you spoke Twitter. Can't say you spoke Messenger. Can't say you spoke video, cell phone, walkie-talkie, CB. If you're just talking, why not? Could something have been going on then? Well, in my opinion, just my opinion alone, that's really effing suspicious. I can tell you, I can ask Seth all effing day how he called, where he called, anything like that, and he'll tell me. Now, you can say, you can tell that you called Seth, right? You can say you called Seth and you text him via telephone, but you can't say how you was communicating. That's exactly what it is, Mohawk. And talk to the PI to see what she knew from Ellie. They wanted to stay ahead of. Oh, you're going to see. You're going to see. He basically, in my opinion at least, admits it up here.
Okay.
Those details don't have
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Melly Cat.
any bearing in this. It's just
Yeah.
the phone call was made. Sure.
Was that FaceTime or just a phone conversation?
It doesn't matter. We were on the phone.
Okay.
Those
He says we were on the phone. Now, he could be telling us the answer, but there's more than one way you can use a phone now, right? You can use very encrypted apps. You can use, messengers, video, all of that. Now, it's probably still going to ping your location. Why don't they call Seth to see if he had seen Sebastian on an actual work phone emergency-wise? Good question, because Chronicles, they had Seth's emergency phone number. They know Seth cannot take his phone with him in the jail and that it is outside in the car. They know that they're not going to get an answer then, and they have his phone number, his work phone number, emergency phone number. So, just interesting.
details don't have any bearing in this. It's just the phone call was made.
Any bearing in this? Then just say it. I mean, this is the thing, Edgar, and these are your words, and I can play them if you would like. And Edgar, you're welcome up here. I'm more than willing to hear you out. KK, you as well. But I'm just saying, you said people who don't want to answer something that shows suspicion, especially answers that you say, in your opinion at least, have no bearing on this investigation, although it is a criminal investigation 100%, because I have the email directly from the person going over Sebastian's case for the past year. That tells me this is a criminal investigation. What makes the most sense to you? ? And that law enforcement cannot tell you to say something or not say something. Again, it is just like when they read you Miranda rights, when they are speaking to you, you cannot be promised anything. You can stop speaking at any time. They cannot tell you to say something or not say something. Thank you, be in Florida.
Made, whether it was a FaceTime, a Zoom call,
The only
whether it was just a voice chat.
Yeah, the only reason that I am curious about that is just to whether it was possible that he had heard any of that conversation.
No. Once again, our conversations are not where children can hear them.
Well, I mean, it's not like there was anything said that was like
would have upset him.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like we were arguing or anything.
Yeah, it's not like y'all were on allegedly the brink of divorce, right? And that's coming from Edgar's people. Again, I've played the recording. EMS, I don't. No, I don't. Because he could probably, yeah, I know, girl mom.
I mean, we spend time on the phone daily because we live separately the majority of the time when he's on travel. So we call.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so so there's about 9 o'clock you told him to go to bed. You were on the phone from about 9 to 12. It was about 11 p.m. when you heard the noise from his bedroom.
No.
No,
Yes, Josh.
that's not right.
Hold on. Listen to this.
When you heard
Listen to this.
so there's about 9 o'clock you told him to go to bed. You were on the phone from about 9 to 12. It was about 11 p.m. when you heard the noise from his bedroom.
No.
No,
Again, how do you know, Edgar? You weren't there, right? He is very defensive, right? Think of Beth Holloway. Think of any parents with their kid, something happened, and they have not been involved. Do you ever see them this defensive? Do you ever see him this defensive? Yeah. There's no need to be. Like I say in crime, people who have nothing to hide, hide nothing. That's right, SL. Riley Strain's mother. Bingo. She is Grace personified. She absolutely is Julia. Never would Brandy talk like that. Nope.
that's not right. Hello?
Yeah, we're still here. No. But you
Listen to that. Listen to
Okay, so
the gap in time. What are they talking about there?
so
What are they
there's
doing?
about 9 o'clock you told him to go to bed. You were on the phone from about 9 to 12. It was about 11 p.m. when you heard the noise from his bedroom.
No.
No, that's not right. Hello?
Yeah, we're still here. No. What you said was not right.
Well, can you correct me?
Somewhere between 9 and 12.
9 and 12. Somewhere between 9 and 12. He sounds bored. He sounds like he just doesn't, he's annoyed that someone is, trying to find answers for Sebastian Rogers. If a man was this defensive and answering me, I would talk over him and tell him to shut up. Yeah. Between 9 and 12. That's when that's when she heard a sound. A 3-hour window. Yeah, they like to get down to the nitty-gritty, don't they? About when something could have possibly happened, right? Never seen anything like this in my life.
Was a
Don Wells, who has stood outside of women's homes and broke in their buildings and stole their undergarments, answers more questions than this.
There was a sound heard, and Mom told him, Sebastian, whatever you're doing in there, knock it off and go to bed. He said, yes, ma'am.
There was a sound in there. Mom told him to knock it off and go to bed. Now, let's talk about this. Sebastian supposedly went to bed at 9 o'clock. Yeah. And he says, Mom. That's exactly right. They say, Mom, son, the father. That's how they do it, in my opinion, to stay in line more so. So, between 9 and 12. Now, let's talk about that. Between 9 and 12, well, 9 o'clock, he supposedly went to bed. And she says in her other interviews, which we're going to go listen to again, that this is about the third story that they say, but at around 10 o'clock, again, 15 minutes or so after she allegedly got on the phone with Edgar, says that's when she heard the sound. Well, here it's between 9 and 12. But trust me, if Sebastian is up, if she hears a sound at 11 o'clock or close to midnight, and he's not in bed, she's going in there. I mean, parents. Most of you probably in here are parents at some point in your life, right? You put your kid to bed, they have school the next day, and you hear them up. What do? You say, you knock on their door and you say, what are you doing? You got school tomorrow. Get to bed. The dogs would have barked. There's any sudden thud, any sudden sound, right? And remember, for her to be laying on the couch, talking on the phone, studying for a test, and sleeping all at the same time, and hear this sound, that's got to be a loud sound, right? So, in my opinion, this sound happened more toward, if at all, the beginning of the phone call. The floor is carpeted. Yes. I was thinking about that too, Mohawk.
Okay.
Sound heard, and Mom told him, Sebastian, whatever you're doing in there, knock it off and go to bed. He said, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, this is the thing. If Sebastian allegedly stuck his head out of the room and said, good night, Mom. Good night, puppies. Right? Love you. Sound like he was ready for bed. Right? Sound like he was ready for bed. Now, if you hear a sound an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours later, like he is alleging is possible in this phone call, well, oh my God, this guy, I'm telling you. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
And Mom.
All right. Hello?
Yeah, we're still here. No, what you said was not right.
Well,
And Mom told him, Sebastian, whatever you're doing in there, knock it off and go to bed. He said, yes, ma'am.
okay.
Why is he going to say upwards 3 hours later? No, Yilva, no one. First time. Why is Sebastian just going to say, yes, ma'am, up to 3 hours later? Yep, I agree, Scranton. I agree. He's not just going to say, and KK, in my opinion, it's not what a mother or a parent does. If they're not in bed an hour past their time, remember, she said she let him stay up later, an hour later, which is 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, upwards to 12 o'clock. You're not going to say, what, you're not in bed? I mean, literally, if he sleeps till 6 in the morning from 9 to 6 a.m., and let's say he's not in bed till almost midnight, well, he's done burn up over 33% of his entire sleep cycle being up. So you're going to go in there. Yeah, I know. I've got it. 7:30, 8 o'clock is his normal bedtime. She said she let him stay up a little bit later. So this isn't right, in my opinion. Something is very, very wrong here. In my opinion, whatever happened before 9:43. They do read them.
All right. And then nothing until you went to wake him up, right?
No, nothing until she went to wake him up.
And that was about 6 a.m. Nothing. All right. And then nothing until you went to wake him up, right?
No, nothing until she went to wake him up.
And that was about 6 a.m.
So, and tell her what you just said, so that way, for
Listen.
the record, make it clear. Yeah, but that's how shit gets started. No, because she said that what I told you about hearing the noise, her saying go to bed, and he said yes, ma'am. Apparently, that's wrong. So correct it.
I told him, I don't care what you're doing, knock it off and go to sleep.
Did he answer?
He said, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. I don't care what you're doing, knock it off and go to sleep. That, and I have said this from the beginning, that does not make any freaking sense. To say, I don't care what you're doing, knock it off and go to sleep. Because if you want him to go to sleep, you obviously care what the hell he's doing. For parents to have a 15-year-old's bedtime to be 7:30 to 8 p.m. every single night, but on this night, you let him stay allegedly up till 9 o'clock, and you're saying at possibly 9 o'clock, at possibly 10 o'clock, at possibly 11 o'clock, at possibly 12 o'clock, you hear something, but you just say, I don't care what you're doing, but knock it off and go to sleep. Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that whatsoever. In my opinion, at least. Because you're going to care. Because you guys are very strict on his bedtime and every single thing else in his life. Strict beyond what is humane, in my opinion. Yep, sure. Yep, true crime junkie, absolutely. Don't you remember? She said, Bubba, did you fall out of the bed? No, ma'am. Now that sounds right to me. I think he was in the room a lot and didn't matter what he did as long as they was out of their hair. Nope, subspective, you're not blocked. At least not now. Nope. Oh, I do. And I mean, let's think about this. He takes his medicine at allegedly 7:30 to 8 o'clock every single night. You're welcome. Subspective. Let's say he took his medicine at 8 o'clock. He would most likely, by all intents and purposes, be zonked out asleep by 9 o'clock. And that's being generous. 9 o'clock. He's not going to stay up another 4-5 hours and be awake until 11 or 12 o'clock. Cindy, well, it sounds like someone will eventually be saying, Bubba, did you fall out of the bed to his cellmates or neighbors? Yeah. Exactly. Things, for the majority, when people tell you a story, a factual story about what happens, the majority needs to make sense for it to be true. If you just believe everything, well, then that doesn't make sense over and over and over and over again. And they don't even want to say how a phone call happened. Well, don't get bent when people look at you a certain way, have an opinion a certain way.
Once again, right back to what I fucking said.
Okay. Okay. Now my dog's gonna want to start barking. I'm sorry. Hold on one second.
I'm going to play that
She
through.
said that what I told you about hearing the noise, her saying go to bed, and he said yes, ma'am. Apparently that's wrong. So correct it.
I told him, I don't care what you're doing, knock it off and go to sleep.
Did he answer?
He said, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once again, right back to what I fucking said.
Okay. Okay. Now my dog's gonna want to start barking. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. There was something I was going to ask you. Okay, so I did want to go back to where you had said that
No, Soldier Girl, he wasn't off his medicine. Edgar meant he hadn't been because he's been missing 20 days at the time of that interview, and so Sebastian hadn't had his medication wherever he might be for the last 20 days. I know a lot of people's been confused by that. You're not the only one on that one.
didn't think he ran away. Something I was going to ask you. Okay, so I did want to go back to where you had said that you didn't think he ran away and that he ran away. So what do you think?
I don't have, neither one of us have an idea.
Yeah.
All we can tell you is, like, that's why I asked you what you exactly know of this case, what Seth has told you.
Listen.
Makes it easier for us to fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks, Mother Chicken. Fill in the blanks. What Seth has told her. Seth wasn't there. Neither were you, Edgar, right? So why don't you let KK fill in the blanks? She was the one there with her son. You're just trying to find out what she knows, what Seth has told you. That's all. You just complained in the beginning of this about how Seth wanted to know things. Well, why? Because he needs the blanks filled in himself. That's exactly what he's been trying to fill in for the past 14 months. But you're saying, well, what do you know? And we'll fill in the blanks. Right. Remember, he won't even let KK utter a word to Seth. In my opinion, this will probably be the longest marriage Edgar ever has, because I think he's got KK around the castle walls. I don't know. I guess apparently Edgar was insinuating, I guess, at night, or I guess one of them was, been trying to, allegedly, according to Edgar, and you know how that is, though, get in touch with Katie or whatever. And he said, "You're not fucking doing it." So that's interesting. You want her and Seth to fill in the blanks for you? I mean, statement analysis, behavioral analysis, a human being with a brain that can function have always wanted to know why Edgar constantly fills in the story when he says he wasn't there, says he has nothing to do with it, but also says we would have heard it, we would have seen it, and all of that. And also that, remember, very early on, remember what Pat Brown said. Allegedly, Edgar left at 9 p.m. on Sunday evening. Whenever in the Chronicles of Olivia interview, whenever KK looks and talks about the niece and looks over and touches Edgar's leg, I think, and he looks right up in the air. Confirms it.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because your client has an idea in his head, and he
What happened to Nancy Grace? I heard there is a special investigation going on. My sources from NG tell me. Monkey Matters. Monkey is right here. And I will say that the Nancy Grace debacle was the biggest blessing in disguise. The biggest blessing in disguise. I don't know if it's a troll or not, but thank you for the 10. You got to go over to her channel and see it. But I'll be able to tell you guys one day. But sorry, Pearl's, she's actually waking up right now. It was the biggest blessing in disguise. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know. I'll just haven't talked about it for a reason. She's waking up. Anyway. Oh yes, Eileen. No, suspective. You'll have to send me more for that. You got, yeah.
That is his narrative, and that's what he is painting.
Oh,
So I just need to know what's being said, and I'll fill you in.
well, the thing is about Seth that I don't think he's kind of just back and forth about things, you know.
And see, that's where he's stupid and he's wrong.
Well, he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he was lured. He doesn't know if.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Suspective, stay around. I'll give you a link in a little bit.
Something happened in the house. I just have to say that, you know, or if, and he doesn't know if he ran away. Like he doesn't know.
Well, see here, let me help you something. If something happened in the house, that should never be a statement that comes out of your mouth.
Did I get an exclusive out of it? No. But I got I got to be very careful because it's very important. But all I can say is it was the biggest blessing. The biggest blessing. I can tell you that Sebastian's case is absolutely they're not going to give up, and they're not going to give in, and someone did something with Sebastian. And I think anybody who gives a damn about this case, about Sebastian, should stop and think about that for one moment. Someone did something with Sebastian. I'm not, I don't know who, but someone did, and that should concern everybody. No, Roxy, I don't know. I'm not saying that at all, honey. Not at all. Don't take it that way at all. Christine, nobody's attacking anybody. What accusation? Okay. You're in.
Or his fucking mouth for that matter. Because quite honestly, law enforcement has already vetted all that shit. And there's nothing. There's no reason to insinuate, no reason to make that comment.
Well, I mean,
I don't have to explain anything to you. I don't have to explain anything to you. Nobody has to explain anything to anyone. So there's that. All I can say is it's the biggest blessing. It turned out to be the biggest blessing. Sometimes people think they do something and others actually take notice and say, for a reason.
I'm just being transparent with
I
you
know
because
you're being frank, but I'm being extremely frank with you.
yeah.
If there was something in there that they think had an issue, they would have already have gone down that route.
That
has been.
Oh crap! Sorry, I just absolutely messed up where we was at. Whenever am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Okay. CP probably flipped out on Nancy, slipped up big time. Well, I just think God always knows the truth, and I believe that the truth always prevails. The truth always prevails. In the end, it always prevails. Right? This might be not exactly where we were at. Just one second.
If something happened in the house, that should never be a statement that comes up.
Hold on.
He doesn't know. Something happened in the house. I just have to say that he doesn't know if he
Hold on one second.
is.
This part pisses me off right here.
I'll fill you in.
Well, the thing is about Seth that I don't think he's kind of just back and forth about things,
And see, that's where he's stupid and he's wrong.
Well, he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he was lured. He doesn't know if something happened in the house. I just have to say that, or if, and he doesn't know if he ran away. Like he doesn't know.
Right. And Edgar saying, you fill us in. You fill us in. And we'll fill you in, we'll fill in the little gaps there. Are you stupid or something? She's a private investigator. And you weren't there, Edgar. And KK says she was. So why are you... Oh, he's totally digging. He is digging more than those pants while he is climbing up to the top of that crane to sit and shit on a 14-hour shift. So I'm just saying. Thank you so much, Jen and Georgia. Late but kind of love, y'all. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Thank you, Amy Lynn. The PFs are triggered and it shows. They are wasting all the time and nonsense instead of Sebastian. They would rather, in my opinion, be talk about anything other than the case. And that's the thing. I think, in my opinion, he would rather go on go on panels, talk bullshit, all of that, and scream, yell, cuss, and not talk about what happened. And that's where a lot of people get sucked in. The only thing that matters in this, and I agree with what Edgar says in this, is Sebastian. But to stay focused on what happened to him. Yep, she is Mohawk. What happened to him? And that's the things he doesn't want to, he don't even want to answer. The question was asked when you were allegedly in Mississippi that day. Why can't you say whether your phone was on speaker? What were you doing? You don't want to give any details about what you were doing. I mean, Seth, he was on camera for nearly 13 hours, minus 20 minutes, using the bathroom and, out of maybe around a corner or something. I don't know, in a pod, whatever. Thank you, Rita. We love you too, Annie. Thank you, Amy Lynn, for that. Thank you, Roxy. Hit our goal. Love you, Justin. Woohoo! Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that. That's right, Pink Warrior. Yes, it doesn't get any better than his alibi. Oh yeah, this is what we currently say to Edgar.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Yes. Yes. All right, let's continue.
Well, see here, let me help you something. If something happened in the house, that should never be a statement that comes out of your mouth or his fucking
Listen
mouth.
to this.
No.
Well, see here, let me help you something.
Listen to him.
If something happened in the house, that should never be a statement that comes out of your mouth or his fucking mouth for that matter. Because quite honestly, law enforcement has already vetted all that shit. And there's nothing. There's no reason to insinuate, no reason to mouth for that matter. Because quite honestly, law enforcement has already vetted all that shit.
Well, law enforcement has investigated that stuff. Vetted, I would disagree with you on. And just because they have been there, and remember, they came there and was looking particularly in that backyard. If you remember that, guys, particularly in that backyard, they were very, very particular in kind of didn't it, Casey? So, yeah, nobody's been cleared. It is a criminal investigation with the 3D camera. Yes. Yeah. It's amazing to me that they were in the backyard with a 3D camera, you know, the ones where Edgar says one of the neighbors has allegedly came out and said it was him or her taking out the trash. No, number one. And number two, there's a car with people in the backyard. Well, not a car in the backyard, but a car that pulls up, right? And they're back there, you know, doing all that stuff with a 3D camera. That's interesting. You notice they weren't doing that where the camera that you say y'all were concerned, but law enforcement says it's nothing. That, you know, Edgar and KK, they're not concerned about, you know, a flashlights and a car, you know, people walking in their backyard, you know, 3 or 2 hours and 45 minutes or so before she would discover her son missing. Make that make sense. But I digress.
Yeah. And there's nothing. There's no reason to insinuate, no reason to make that comment.
Well, I mean, I'm just being transparent with
I
you
know
because
you're being frank, but I'm being extremely frank with you.
yeah.
If there was something in there that they think had an issue, they would have already have gone down that route.
I really think he is the type that if he says that enough and that it will already oh, okay. Come on up, CCC. Come on up. Tell me about myself. There's the link, baby. Come on up. I can't wait until NG Investigates report comes out all about you and your shenanigans, my sources tell me. Nancy Grace investigative report. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. There you go. No, I'm dropping it. There you go. I want him to come up. Please. Love to have you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know anything about what law enforcement is thinking or what they're doing. You know as well as I do, they don't share that with me and they don't have to, and I don't expect them to.
Exactly.
Don't block him, please.
Out to be right.
No, no, CCC is not a coward, y'all. CCC is going to come up. Aren't you, honey? Come on up. Let's talk. I'm absolutely willing to debate you, to talk to you. So I appreciate if you come up. Come on up. Okay. Don't block them. Yeah. Besides, if you click that link, even if you are blocked, it'll still bring you up here. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they even block you in chat, as long as you click this link right here. Even if they block you in chat, it'll still take you to StreamYard. It's coming up. Love to have you. No, CCC's not blocked. I can tell. I thought CP never runs down Seth. Comment was removed, not blocked. Yeah. Okay. Well, it shows me if they're blocked or not, but they're not blocked. I'm just waiting for them to come up. Just click that link and come up. I mean, I can call Nancy right now if you need me to. I mean, text her. Well, not 2:30 in the morning, but come on up. Let's talk. You don't have to like me. I'm not here for that necessarily. So, I don't know what kind of got you so triggered. Here, I'll drop it again. Just trying to. Okay, hold on.